Welcome back, Zane here with you, and thank you for joining me again today. I've got my little mate Chili here with me. He loves my Bitcoin chats. But in this video, I want to talk about the psychology of Bitcoin. And I think this is a really important topic that kind of doesn't get spoken about enough in the Bitcoin space. And I think it's important at the moment because right now there's a little bit of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. We've had a little pullback, 10, 12%, something like that in the last few days or so. And so there are people who are new to this market who haven't kind of experienced this before, and maybe they're questioning why it is that they're involved, and maybe they've made a mistake and they want to kind of throw in the towel. And we all know that that's a mistake. And the reality is, though, that as investors and as human beings, we are emotional creatures, and particularly when it comes to money and it comes to playing in these markets, whatever market it might be, we tend to tie up our emotions with investing. And the more that you can not do that, the better off that you're going to be over the long term. And for me, this is my third cycle in terms of the 4-year Bitcoin halving cycle. This is my third cycle, so I've kind of got past the stage where I get any kind of anxiety or any kind of stress. I don't lose any sleep at all when these little adjustments happen in the market, because I'm very clear on where Bitcoin is going. And so if you're new to Bitcoin and this is your first experience with seeing the market pull back a little bit, you need to really tune into the reasons why you got involved in the first place. And you need to look at this as an opportunity for you to stack more sats, to buy more Bitcoin, because right now Bitcoin is on sale. And to help you do that, you have to really zoom out and you have to look at where this is going and what it is that you're actually holding. And I think this is the secret to staying calm, chilling out, continuing to stick to the game plan, continuing to be future focused, and to understand that these little pullbacks in the market are very, very normal. In fact, what we're experiencing now is really just a blip in the ocean when you consider some of the bigger retracements that have happened historically in Bitcoin halving cycles, or in Bitcoin cycles in general. And so there's nothing to be concerned about. These are completely normal market adjustments that take place, and they are simply buying opportunities for people who understand the value of the asset that they're holding. Is there some market manipulation going on, knowing that there's a lot of institutional money pouring into Bitcoin right now? Yes, quite possibly there is some form of market manipulation happening that is suppressing the price of Bitcoin. And there's a lot of people out there talking about that right now. And maybe that is the case. Maybe that is the case, and maybe this is a way that Bitcoin is able to flow from the weaker hands into the strong hands. And one thing that we know is that once the big end of town, once institutional money and governments and nation states get their hands on Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is not going anywhere. It's going to be Bitcoin that is locked up forever, which means that you and I aren't going to have the opportunity to acquire it. And so we just have to be really dialed into the mental side of Bitcoin. We need to be able to stay the course, to zoom out, look at the big picture, really remember that Bitcoin is the first time in history that we have the separation of money from state. And the people who are suffering from anxiety at the moment, or any kind of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, are those that have a fiat currency mindset, the very thing that we're actually trying to escape from. And so the more you can realize that you are a part of a new monetary system that is repricing the world. And whether it takes 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, or even 15 years for us to get to that place where the world is essentially functioning on a Bitcoin standard, it doesn't really matter, because right now Bitcoin is repricing everything, regardless of whether the world is on board with it or not. And so we just have to keep dialing into that and remembering that we're on the right path. As Bitcoiners, we just want to see a better world. We know that when you fix the money, you have the opportunity to fix many different things that happen at a society level, at a community level, at an economic level. And at the moment, when you have a system of broken money, you can see the ripple effect that broken money has on society. Not the least of which is the cost of living crisis, inflation, a growing wealth gap. We see it with the price of housing, the fact that young people now have virtually no hope of being able to get a foothold into the property market, and to be able to experience the great Australian dream, great American dream, which is to own your own home and to raise a family, to build a prosperous future for yourself. And so these are all of the pitfalls and the issues associated with this system of broken money that we have. And so we've got to stop thinking in broken money terms. And that's really my point in this video. And if you can start thinking in terms of hard money, the fact that however many Satoshis you own, or however much Bitcoin you own, or that you have the ability to acquire, that's what really matters. The more you can store your value in sats, in Bitcoin, and continue to accumulate and stack and just chill, the better off you're going to be. And so right now is a wonderful opportunity to grab some more sats if you haven't already done it. Can the market pull back another 5, 10, 15%? Yes, of course it can do that. Absolutely it can. And so, but if you have that long-term view and you are just dollar cost averaging your way into this monetary technology, then it really doesn't matter if that takes place, because you're going to benefit as the price dips a little further. One thing I'm quite sure of is that it's not going to stay down there for long. And the reason for that is because the fact that Bitcoin is a finite asset. It's a finite monetary technology. It's a finite monetary instrument, the first that we've ever had in humanity. And so what that is doing is it is absorbing the economic energy out of the infinite sources. And of course, the most infinite source or monetary technology or monetary asset that we have is fiat currency. And so the more infinite currency that is floating around, the more that Bitcoin over time is going to escalate in price, because it's going to absorb more of the energy out of that infinite currency. And so don't be concerned by what's happening. If you're watching the market, I'm not a big fan of looking at the market from day to day anyway. I just like looking at the big picture, remembering why I'm here. I like tuning into interviews with other Bitcoiners and other smart minds who are in this space, because it really helps to get, keep my mind calm and my eyes on the prize, and to reassure me that everything that we're doing as Bitcoiners is absolutely on the right track. And the more we can just buy Bitcoin, buy sats, stack, hold and chill, the better off we're going to be. So I'm going to leave it there today, but I just wanted to tune in at this time where there's a little turbulence in the market. Just remember, the market is never going to go straight up like that. There is always going to be little dips on the way, but if you zoom out and you look at a Bitcoin chart, you can see that its trajectory is up and to the right forever. It's been doing that for the past 16 years, and it's going to continue to do that as the only solution for the debt-based fiat system is to create more inflation. That's the only way that they can keep this system afloat, because the amount of debt that's in the system, in order to continue to demonetize that debt so that everything doesn't collapse, they actually have to create more debt, which means more money printing and more inflation. And so that's the big picture. That's why we have to realize we're on the right track as Bitcoiners, and just keep tuning into the reason why you're here, and you're going to be on the right track. So I hope you got some value from that today. If you want to leave me a comment, by all means do so below. Love to hear from the comments. A lot of great people joining into my channel, and I really appreciate that. Please subscribe, like the video, share, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. This is Zane signing out. Bye for now.